everybody. Well, I'm in a car that I can honestly say I never thought I'd be in. This is a 2013 Subaru Impreza WRX. It's a fun little car. I've had it now for a couple of days. I hope you don't mind the in your face with the camera, but the way the cabin is, it's a little bit cramped, so probably feels like I'm a little bit in your face. Hopefully that ain't too bad. But anyway, yeah, I'm basically letting the Toyota go, and I'm in this WRX. I never really thought I'd be the type of guy that would be driving the WRX. I mean, I've never had, qualms about, gotta slide my seat forward. Bad one. I've never had anything against people that drive WRXs. It's just, for those of you that know me, I've always been into like the big trucks, pretty much the big trucks and things like that. And I've never been much of a car guy. My experience is, if I wind up with a car, I don't hang on to them very long. There was only, I think, out of the handful of cars that I've owned, there was only one that I really liked and really enjoyed driving, and that was my 90, I think it was a 98 Dodge Neon. I believe it was the Sport. It was a 5-speed. If I'm not mistaken, it was a little 2-door, and it had like a body kit on it. And I felt like that car was a lot of fun. The timing belt basically gave up the ghost on it. I don't know, I probably had it like for 2 or 3 months when that happened. And I was kind of bummed, but just at the time, there was just a lot going on in my life, so I just basically got rid of the car and was kind of bouncing around car to car to car just because I was broke. When you're broke and you're trying to get cars, you tend to get ones that need work or they just break down. And with us being on the Ohio, I actually wound up getting quite a few that were basically rotted out from rust. So, but anyway, so I really liked the Neon, and I've had a couple of coworkers over the last few years that really enjoyed Subarus, enjoyed the WRXs, the STIs, all that fun stuff. So I kind of got to see them, kind of got to chat in them. Had one of my more recent coworkers, let me ride with them a couple of times, like around in the parking lot kind of deal. So, I mean, it was just been kind of slowly building up over the last few years, just I'd see them, I'd hear them, and I knew they were quick little cars. I mean, not the fastest things in the world, obviously, but, quick, all-wheel drive, still decently economical on gas. And of course, if you're a Fast and Furious fan, Paul Walker drove the, I believe it was like an 08, 09 WRX STI, and like the first Fast and Furious, not like the first one, but the one after Tokyo Drift. And then I believe it was a 12 in Fast and Furious 7. And I always enjoyed watching that car in that, in those movies. So, an opportunity came up, and I test drove a few of them. Like, I looked at in the 07 Hawkeye. I think that's what you'll call it, just the Hawkeye. I looked at a 2011, a 14, and then this one's a 13. And out of the last 3 that I looked at, I enjoyed this one the most. And I kind of prefer this body style a little bit over the older body styles. The thing I really like about the older body styles is, to me, the older body styles have more of that Subaru rumble, if you guys know what I'm talking about. And I feel like, and I'm pretty sure the hood scoop's bigger, and I don't know why, but just something satisfying about hearing the turbo, feeling the car pull and accelerate, and just seeing that huge scoop in front of you. I mean, you can see the scoop on the generation I have. It's just, for whatever reason, to me, it's not as pronounced as the older ones. So there's that. But test drove this one, fell in love with it, was able to make a deal on it, and yeah, now I'm in the WRX. I've stopped making guesses or claims about, how long am I going to keep a car, because I don't know. The only car I really would have held on to forever if it wasn't for the way it broke down was probably my, I still say it was my 06 Medicab. If it wasn't for the way it broke down when it broke down, I'd still have that thing. I miss it. Still think about it, but this WRX is fun to drive. It's economical. It checks off a lot of the boxes because I don't really haul like I used to with trucks. It's pretty rare that I have to haul anything around. It was one reason why I was looking into the Toyota when I got it, because it was a smaller truck. But I'm like, even at the Toyota, I don't really use it like a truck much. It's been used as a commuter. So I figured the WRX here would probably fit the boxes a little more. It's a commuter, a very overpowered commuter, but a commuter. A fun commuter. Still has all-wheel drive. I can still haul my son and haul the family around in it, so why not, right? So yeah, that is the story of how I got into this thing, and it's probably about the closest that I'll ever get to being like Paul Walker. And he's more handsome. There's my son waving in the background, in case you guys were wondering.
Camera hunk.
But
He's a camera hunk.
yeah, and the wifey's riding with me too. So
Hi y'all.
don't worry, the phone's on a mount, so I'm pretty much just watching the road and driving while I'm talking to you guys, but I figured you'd enjoy hearing the exhaust and everything as I drive. I'm not really getting on it or anything like that. I'm debating on if I'm going to do like quote-unquote pool videos with this thing. We'll see. We'll see. But yeah, so there's the story and a little bit of background about why I'm in the WRX now. Hope you guys are having a good day, night, week, whatever time it is, wherever you happen to be. We'll talk to you in the next video.